In this series, you'll learn how to make your own rhythm game with special results screens to track everything. Here's a live demo for the calibration. You can see the results screen here. So first off, in app.java, we'll make our main function, which is just to create a new game. You'll see errors since we haven't made our game class yet. So once you have that down, then you'll create a key handler, which I've already done. It's pretty simple. You just need to make sure to add an empty key type, and instead make booleans for each action, and then give key press and key release methods. Now on to actually making the game. First, in Game.java, you'll want to import this. Then we have to specify that we're making a JFrame application, and we have to configure all the settings for that. We have to make a new game panel since that's what's doing all the drawing. We'll make that later, and it's kind of heavy duty to make sure everything's updating and drawing correctly. Game is just a simple thing that makes sure we're working with JFrame correctly and all the configurations are specified. Once that's done, you can start on the game panel, make a whole bunch of imports since we're going to be using a whole bunch of stuff. Then do the game class maker, extending to JPanel and implementing runnable. This is going to be important so it knows we're making a game that runs and uses JPanel. We initialize a whole bunch of stuff since we'll need all of it, then specify things like screen dimensions and such in here. In our game panel construct, we'll actually initialize everything as new things, but for now we're only doing the title screen and setting different things like preferred size, backgrounds, and focusable. So every time we make a class that updates or draws, we have to pass it as a new thing here. Then we have to start the game thread and make things for calibration offsets since it's meant to be global. We also make a run method which needs an override for our implementing runnable from earlier. Because frame time is in nanoseconds instead of milliseconds, we do billion divided by FPS in order to make sure the frame time is correct. And we do a special thing with delta and blast time to make sure we have the period and T to make sure our frames are rendering correctly. So it's kind of like checking if we went over the period or not. We also want to have thread.sleep to make sure we're not using 100% of the CPU. That would be all bad. Then once that's done, we can make our update and draw methods. Finally, any global methods you think you need throughout the game, like making a background box, should go here. I made draw gradient box, for example. Then we can move on to title screen. So after making all of our imports and setting up the class maker, then we just need to initialize everything, set a command num, and make a class construct. Initialize everything again with this.gp equals gp, as in GamePanel, and then we make an update method which tracks where our command num is and tells the computer, hey, this is where our cursor is. If we click here, execute this. And the 3 should be a 2, I messed up. Then we make a draw method, center everything, and then make the cursor. It's pretty simple. Finally, we make the GameStateManager, which basically tells GamePanel where we are in the game. So you'll have, instead of an enum, I like just doing public static final and specifying everything. So we'll have 0, 1, 2, and 3 to specify where we are, and then with that being finished up, we'll have a working game. Without the levels or anything, it's just the title screen, but we're working on it. So we have a working game, or the title screen at least, and in the next video we'll cover how to make a level select in our first level. Thank you for watching.